You're joining me today up here in the UP Fresno yard, and I've got an inbound train that came in that's heading to West Colton, but it made a stop here at UP Fresno to drop off some cars that need to stay here. So I'm currently just switching that train and moving the Fresno cars to their own track, and all the cars that are going to continue on to a different track. Alright, now I can set some handbrakes. So all the cars that are going to be staying at Fresno are going to be on this track. I think this is track 13. Yeah, track 13. Now I've got 19 cars that are going out of here. And I got to figure out what track I'm going to put them on. Actually, I think I'm going to put them up on track 16. Oh, and we're going too fast. We got 19 that are going down to West Colton. So this train started from up north, and this just made a stop at Fresno, UP Fresno, and then he's continuing on. So I just have to pull off the cars that are staying here at Fresno, and that's the first cut on my left. Are the first cars that are staying here at Fresno. So now I just got to go through the rest of this train and separate the ones that are going to be staying here from the cars that are continuing on to West Colton. Gotta let this air fill up before I open it all the way. And I gotta count out 19. So I think I'll pull the whole thing forward a little bit. Pull the handbrakes off. Yeah, it's still filling up the brake pipe because I dumped it when I separated before. But maybe I'll just hop on here and just start pulling them forward a little. filling up with air. We're not going to be going too fast, so it should be fine. See where we're at here. I guess we can keep going a little bit further. So I'm working on getting the yards filled up. I got a lot of supply trains coming in. I've been sending trains out of West Colton and Barstow to all the various yards, and I'm trying to get them all very filled up. So there's just a lot of switching now to do, getting trains ready to do locals, and it's a lot of fun. But I still have a lot of trains to send. You know, the yards are starting to get filled up. But stuff like yards like East LA and City of Industry, I barely have anything in there yet, so I gotta get more going. But I'm doing it, you know, a little at a time. I think I'll bring her to a stop here, and then I can count off 19. All right, so we got 9, 10. This should be the last one right here. City of Industry, and then, yep, the next one's Fresno. So I'm going to set a handbrake here. Now we can pull these forward, and what did I say, track 16? Yeah, we got track 16 open, so I'll just use that, I think. This is track 16 right here to the left. Looks like a beautiful day up here in Fresno at the UP yard. Sun's out, clear skies. There's not too much actually, this is completely flat here, so it's actually kind of nice, because when you're in yards like Mojave where it's like 2%, it takes a lot of thought when you're switching stuff around at those yards with a lot of elevation. You got to be careful. So This is a little bit more relaxing. And now we're going to go up to 16. Just want to make a quick change on the keyboard. I had changed my train independent brake. I just change this back to right control, home. Right control, end. Okay. I was just experimenting with something different, but I think I like it better on the right. I'm just using a different keyboard now. Let's see, if I set the counter, now I'll know when we're in all the way. And I can go on my spreadsheet and shift these over to track 16. More feet. Now when I hit the brakes here, because we're going backwards, I'm going to use the train brake, the automatic brake, but I'm going to hold down the bail when I do it. That way the locomotives won't slow down because their brakes won't apply, and they'll push in and bunch the cars up, and then I won't have that issue. Oh, I slowed down too fast. Then I won't have that issue of the couplers being stretched out too much. Let's jump to the front here. Are we in all the way? Oh, I think we're in enough here. Let me try that again. I'm holding the bail. Put the automatic brake on. You should see the locomotive should be pushing in. I kind of messed it up because I slowed down too soon before. But I shouldn't have any... Oh, I never opened that all the way. Whoops. Yep, see there, we're good. Alright, now we're going back over to track 14. And I've got to pull off 2. The next 2 are staying here. That covered hopper, and I think it's a tank car after it. Oh, wait a minute. This is not the right track. I thought something seemed wrong. These cars... This is track 15. Yeah, I'm not doing... I mean, those have to be done too, but I'm not working on these at the moment. Hold on, we gotta go back. I'm on 14 here, 13, and 16 is what I'm using. Let me just put this one back. We're not working that one yet. So we want, because those are the Fresnos. We want this one, yeah, that's the right one. This is just going to be a relaxing switching day here, just getting trains ready in the yard. I haven't been doing this at all in the big yards like Barstow or West Colton. I've just been doing a lot of copying and pasting to move trains around just because they're so huge, and I want to spend time working in these other yards, some of these new ones. So I'm kind of just making my own like rule, if you will, where I'm only copying and pasting and placing trains around at the two major yards, Barstow or West Colton, but then every other yard I'm physically moving stuff around. I'm not just placing anything. Like if I need some more power over here, unless like it's a special occasion or I want to bring in an MP15, which don't come in on the road trains, then I'll place some power, but otherwise I'm moving it. You know, actually sending, like doing a light power move and sending it up here. Or wherever, you know, to whatever yard it needs to go to. Man, the colors and the lighting, everything looks really good. Alright, I only need this tank car and this box car. That's going to West Colton and then to Weed's yard. But I'm going to move these all up again. And I'll probably forget about that again, but see if I can remember this time. But let's start moving them forward. Oh, I gotta take the handbrakes off. hope we get brakes because I forgot again to close or open that angle cock all the way. It's only partial. And it looks like we're going to be all right. As long as we don't... Oh, maybe we're not going to. Maybe we're not going to stop in time. As long as this tanker right here doesn't block. Oh, we're good. Alright, so these are going on track 13. Oh, I don't know if you noticed, but I've got some new ground textures that I grabbed off of the Run 8 Enhancement Discord, and I'm really liking them a lot. They were done by Jeebs, and it just darkens up the ballast, as you can see there, and I think it changed the color of the ballast on the tracks as well. But I think it really makes a big difference. I think it looks fantastic. Because the old ballast was really just like too white. So I'm really liking how this looks. Oh, I wonder I can't move. I gotta get these reconnected. So this, if I look at the tags, this should be all Fresno, and it looks like it is. Just gonna shove these back a little bit. I guess I could slow down now. I don't really know what specific tracks are part of this UP Fresno yard they use for building local trains. So for now, I'm just putting these on an open track, and then I think, because this isn't really switching to build a local train yet, this is just pulling cars that need to stay here and putting them on, just separating them from the train that's continuing on to West Colton. So in another episode, I'll be doing the actual switching to build the local train. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Forgot to release the train brake when I said it before. Alright, let me check the spreadsheet. Alright, so now I've got 5 cars that I gotta pull to put on track 16. So it's these 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's a tanker. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to leave this one here for now. Actually, let me pull the handbrakes off, now put these on. Put that one on. So I can split it right here. So these cars are all going to go over the hump at West Colton eventually when they get down there. Oh, I dumped the air. Hold on. And I think I need to jump to the front as well. Let me save this spot to spot 3. Let me just run up here, because I don't think I opened this one all the way. Now I can do Control 3 to get right back here. And that's probably good enough to open it all the way. Alright, now let's start shoving these back a little further here. Oh, we got a little bit of independent brake. Let me bail that off. See the yellow at the top? And the circle is just light yellow, so I had a little bit of independent brake was applied on the one of the switchers up there. It's definitely interesting and kind of fun when you're doing the switching like this, trying to remember which, like, you know, you're splitting the cars in a bunch of spots, and you got to remember to hook up air hoses and get the angle cocks open again. Otherwise, you might have a train with a bunch of partially opened when you go to make a trip somewhere, and that's no good. Oh, I gotta close this one. What am I grabbing next? Next, I've got 6 cars for Fresno. Oh, I gotta show you also as soon as I couple here so I don't I got to pay attention here, but as soon as I couple, I want to show you what I got going here with my spawn points and my AI trains. So if I open up the spawn points here, you see the ones that I got starting with IND, so it keeps them grouped at the top. And these are all the ones that spawn trains with tagged cars for industries. So all these starting with this one down to the bottom are just spawning in cross-map traffic that I don't have to worry about. So now what I did is these ones that are maxed out on the probability, that's just to let me know that these need to be manually, trains in here need to be spawned manually by myself. So for example, if I click Riverbank train types, see how there's nothing in here? Because I don't want them to be spawning by the AI automatically. But if I click mixed freight, I got symbols in here. And I know this because it's on my spreadsheet and I can keep track. And then I'll come in here and hit spawn now. And then I got to watch it. Because this, like, for example, this one, the way I tagged it here, Richmond to Barstow, but it's got to stop at Modesto Yard. And I need to guide it in there. So that's why I have them spawn where I'm spawning them manually so I can watch it. And then these that I have all the way to the left, these three, these I normally have them somewhere up around here to let the AI automatically be dropping them in. And these are all going to either Barstow or West Colton. And those can be routed in, so I don't have to watch them. I know they'll get there. But the reason I have them slid to the left and why I make these separate industries spawn points here like this is so when I'm working in a yard like I am right now and I don't want Barstow and West Colton just getting overloaded or whatever because I'm over here for a few hours. I can just quickly slide these down and just shut them off because those yards are already currently pretty full. So I just turn them off while I'm over here in a different yard or working a local. And then as soon as I'm done and I'm with this job and I'm ready to get back to, sending trains over the hump and all that, I just turn those back on. So it's really nice. Just kind of keeps you from getting overloaded. All right, so what did I just do here? I just coupled to these. All right, so I got 6 cars that I've got to move over to the Fresno track. I don't like, the tags work. When you're on the ground, it gets a little crazy there when you turn those train tags on. So sometimes I like to just click them. So here's one for weeds, and that's Fresno. So here's the cut point. So I just hit F5 to pull all the handbrakes off, and then I just put that one on. Oh man, what am I doing? Hold on. See, this is the fun part about switching here. You got to be on your toes, and I'm not on my toes. Now another thing too, see how it's still filling up, so I can just come back in here and open this all the way now because we're down up here below 60. Or another little tip, if it was taking a while to fill up, you can click this one that's partialed and then just don't left click anywhere so that window will stay up while I'm walking back, trying to get back to where I need to be. And then I can look up at the things. Oh, flows down, open it all the way, and then just close the window with escape or just click away. So I think Everything was good here. Now it should move. So I do like to use those, uh, clicking the coupler itself and using the pop-up window sometimes. It's kinda nice. You get to do some cool tricks, especially if you're kicking cars. And another thing I started using more recently in that window that I hadn't been using is the, setting and releasing the handbrake, so you don't have to try to click the like, in the middle of the car itself. You could just click that when you're in that coupler menu, you can set and release handbrakes through there as well. Actually, I don't need to set the counter yet. I need to set it when I pass this switch. I went a little too far. See, like right here, the handbrake's released. Now I can just set it like that in this menu. I can close that one, open the coupler. Sometimes it's fun doing it both ways. It's fun going in there, but it's also nice, definitely nice not having to as well at times. So this whole cut should all be Fresno. Make sure we're doing it right. Let me check my sheet here, and now I've got 9 cars. We're almost done. I've got 9 cars that I got to pull out for track 16. And I can even jump into the cab. So I can start pulling forward. I guess this is maybe cheating though. And then as soon as the CFM, like it's at 70, usually, I think around 80 or below, I can open it and it doesn't seem to upset the PCS, cause an emergency. But, technically there's no way you could be driving the train and then opening that. But maybe that's simulating having a conductor hanging off the edge back there and opening it while I'm driving. Cars. I also got a train heading up to Bakersfield that I got to keep an eye on, but he's not even close. He's not even at Tehachapi yet. He started from West Colton. So, oh wow, that no, these have to go up there. So I messed up there because this one is staying. I went a little bit too far. I got to back him up. This blue boxcar is blocking the tracks. I think this is one of the new ones from the latest mixed freight pack. Yeah, looks good. Are we clear here? Oh yeah, that's good. So these are going over to track 16. And we're almost done. We got a few more cars for Fresno. I think it was 3 more. that have to go to the Fresno track, and then the rest are going back over on this track 16. All right, while that's filling up with air, let me just check. And I need to pull out 3. 3 are staying here. And oh wait, no, this is, what am I saying? These I got to shove back. This is the West Colton train. Shouldn't be any Fresnos here. Yeah, this is the track 16. So I got to pull the handbrakes off and shove these back a little bit farther. See what the back of this train looks like. Oh, well, yeah, it's tons of room still. What is this one again? Oh, that's 15. Wait, that's track? Hold on. That's track... No, that's not. That's track 17. Okay. I thought maybe I went down the wrong track for a second, but we're good. So there should be 3, yeah, these 2 boxcars and a covered hopper are the last 3 that are staying here. I don't think I'll pull the whole thing forward. I'll just cut them here. Set the handbrake on that one. Oh, do I have handbrakes on here? Oh, I do. No wonder I was slowing down so fast. Forgot to pull those off. You know what I could do? Well, I just thought of it now. I guess it's kind of late, but just as a reminder, I don't think they would put them on the tracks itself, but I could just come in here, F6, put a red flag like that. So then as I'm moving around, oh wait, I gotta keep going. Don't stop yet. Don't stop. I'll see that red flag and I'll remember, oh yeah, I don't want to be messing with that track right now. That way it'll, keep me from accidentally going down the wrong track. All right, this is the last of the Fresnos. I think I'll have to shove these back a little bit. Got the handbrakes off. Maybe the brakes just aren't. Oh yeah, see? So that's interesting to notice right there. Because the flow was still so high, it when the flow's real high like that, above 80 or 70, um, even 60, it lets you know that the brakes are not fully released because there's still air flowing in the brake pipe, filling up those different valves. I think triple valves that applies and releases the brakes. So that's why it wasn't really moving at first, because the brakes were still applied a little bit. I think that's probably fine for now, right here. So I just did a minimum set on the train brake and applied the throttle again, but I've got the bail held down, and that way it just bunches them up. So now all I gotta do is just grab the rest of these going down to West Colton, put them over on track 16. Oh, we're down here. Oh boy. Now I'll just shift these over to track 16 and then we're done. Let me know what you guys think of this yard work, because I could do a lot of videos on switching cars around and building trains in the yard like this. Let me know if you guys like this, if you want more like this. I mean, this one is pretty simple. I'm just pulling off cars for Fresno, but they could We could make them pretty complex. These are going to be coming up to 16 here. I think I'll shove these back a little bit. Yeah, I guess I have to because I'm blocking the track up there still. So I think this, all right, so I'm in notch 2. See how the flow's at 90? That's why we're not moving yet. If I pull up the brake chart, see how these are still, now they're starting to go back to white. They were orange up there, and now it's starting to move. And I got some air in the brake cylinder on the second locomotive because it's a little bit yellow, but if I pull this up, it's showing 0. I don't know why I keep getting a little bit in there. I wonder if there's anything built into the sim that takes into account, like maybe the locomotive's older and there's some leaks or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. Be kind of cool. How are we looking on the back here? Oh, we still got, well, not tons of room. We're getting close to the end of that track. And that does it for my shift today, and it looks like I'm going to be home in time for dinner, so that's always nice. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and thanks for watching.